So we'll be starting Azure DevOps as of now. So yesterday we discussed something on Azure DevOps, like what are the things we perform while in the Azure DevOps. So we are discussing about uh, first of all, like there's a portal dev.azure.com. Okay, and then there are projects. So when we start, you can search for an Azure DevOps here only. If you search for Azure DevOps, it will show you from the portal only. They have integrated Azure DevOps organizations. So as of now, you are not having any organization. Like if I click on my organizations in Azure DevOps, so you will be seeing as nothing because there is no organization as of now. So it is asking me to create a new organization. Or either what you can do, uh, start with Azure DevOps. If you write Azure DevOps, okay, get started, click on this, okay, sign up and all. Wait, where's the starting page? Yesterday Azure DevOps. So this was the service and pricing we were discussing in the Azure DevOps services. Like individual services are there, then basic plan is there, then basic plus test plans are there. Mostly in the organizations, we have the basic plan where all the individual services are included. When we talk about individual service, means Azure pipelines, Azure artifacts. Okay. When we talk about pipelines, there are two types of pipelines here. First is a build pipeline, then there is a release pipeline. Okay. And when we talk about pipelines, so as of now, just like there are two pipelines, build and release pipelines, which will be running when there are CI jobs. Now, when there will be the CI jobs started, like whenever there is a code pushed into the Azure repo, a pipeline will be triggered. Okay, that will be seeing how it is done when we'll create a pipeline. Okay, so as of now, we are seeing the services. So Azure pipelines, Azure artifacts, then these are the services. Okay, Azure pipelines, Azure boards, Azure repos, Azure artifacts. If you include this basic plus test plan, you will get a this also test plans to work on the test plans of Azure. So let's start with the organization. Start free with DevOps. So if you click on here, get started with Azure DevOps. Okay. Either you can go from here, create an organization directly. If you search for Azure DevOps in your portal, it will appear like this. When you click on Azure DevOps and my Azure DevOps organizations, it will end up you in a new page. Otherwise, get started. If you do get started using Azure DevOps, you will click again. It will be you will be landing into a documentation page. From there, you can follow this quick start journey. Okay, how to create a project and all like this. But since we are working here, so we'll be doing that. So let's do a sign up here. You can say continue. Name of your Azure DevOps organization. Okay, so I'll keep it like this only. South India, it would be like start BSNYX. Continue, taking you to the Azure DevOps organization. Now we're into the Azure DevOps. Okay. Now you can start with any project.
Mhm.
Oh, let's give it as a like demo demo project. And then when you create a project, what kind of visibility, like is it a public project or a private project? Most of the time, 99% of
Private.
always private. It should be private. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when you create a project, it should be a private project. So I'll write it here hyphen private. Okay. Once this is done, you can create this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, what is my organization name here?
Demo project, private.
No, that is a project. What is my organization?
The username?
Yes, not my username. I kept it like that. You can
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
any other name also.
yeah.
Okay, so I kept it like this. Even you want, you can go back here. See, can you see this? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's under this one. You can go and create new organization as well.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, you can create
Yeah,
new
okay.
organization. As of now, I've created this.
Yeah.
So I can create another project also if you click on here. Now I'll tell you about the advanced one. Like if I create here uh, demo project and
Mm-hmm.
let's keep it like this. It would be a private. Then let's go to the advanced one. Can you see the advanced screen here?
Yes.
So version control it is asking about. Now when it is asking about version control, I told you that
Mm-hmm.
what is version control I already explained. Okay. So either it can be a Git for Azure DevOps, either it can be a Team Foundation version control. Now, what is Git and what is Team Foundation version control? Git is a distributed version control system. Whether Team Foundation version control is an old system. Old means it's a centralized version control system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Latest one is Git, which is included with the Azure DevOps. Earlier, before 2014, it was Team Foundation version control. Now, when
Mm-hmm.
I tell you about Git and Team Foundation, so Git is Team Foundation is a centralized version control system. If you see this diagram, can you see this diagram?
Yeah.
So there is a
Repository.
yeah, there is a repository server here, and what you do, you pull the code. You pull the code. Okay, you pull the
Mm-hmm.
updated code from the repository. You work on it. You again push back the commit. Now, commit means whatever you are doing in your working copy, you have to commit that into the server repository, code repository, basically the
Mm-hmm.
central repository. And similarly, other developers are also working on that, on other copies as well, and they are also updating. Okay, they are pulling the code, they are updating, they are doing the commit, and they are pushing back to the repository. Like that.
Commit means submit,
Source,
right?
source code, source code.
Okay.
Source code. When I talk about source code means whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
whatever framework it is, you are writing your code into .NET or ASP.NET, ASP.NET Core, maybe Java, any type of
Yeah.
Node.js. Okay, it can be any code.
Mm-hmm.
So you will be working on this by first you are pulling it, you're working on the working copy. See, you can see this is a working copy, right? It will be in your
Yeah.
local. Yeah, you will be doing some work in the working copy and you are committing back. Okay, you're
Mm-hmm.
committing back through some commands, right? Now, this is
Yeah.
TFVC, Team Foundation Version Control, centralized version control. There are some other enterprise tools also, like SVN. SVN. So if you work on enterprise DevOps someday, you can come across SVN also. SVN is also like TFVC, Team Foundation Version Control, which is a centralized version control.
Yeah.
So example for if I go here and say example for where is that? This centralized one is example for centralized is team foundation version control and SVN also. Well, right here example TFVC, team foundation version control, as well as SVN. Okay. Now, when it comes to distributed one, okay, very popular is Git only. Git is also
Yeah.
developed by Microsoft. Okay, so very popular is Git. Now, let me close this one, and you can see the distributed one now. That is Git.
Hmm.
Now, here can you see in the distributed system there is a central repository server, but here you maintain this a copy of this repository in your local. So when you pull whole copy of this repository come into your local repository.
Mhm.
Okay, when you pull whole copy of the code will come into your local repository, and from the local repository you will be having a working copy. Means if anything happens to this centralized server, still you are having a copy of that repo in your local. So each and every developer will be having a copy of the central repository in the local. So in case any mishap happens, still you have a copy of a working
Copy.
repository. Means, see, say there's a disconnectivity or like connectivity issues with the Git server. Okay, now you have a working repository in your local also. So your work will not be affected. You can continue doing the work here because there is a repository in your local, right? So whenever
Uh-huh.
connectivity issues are resolved, then you can push back it to the central. Okay,
Mhm.
so nowadays everyone is using distributed one, that is Git. Okay, so this is the difference between centralized and distributed one. Now let's come back here. So version control, always will choose Git here.
Mhm.
Now work item process.
Abhishek, 1 second, please.
Mhm.
So, can you show exactly? I missed out that how to create this project, this particular screen quickly, because I'll catch it fast.
How to create a new project from the
Uh-huh.
start.
No, no, not from the start. I just got confused how this screen came.
Okay, this screen.
Ah,
Okay, okay.
this pop-up. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, this pop-up, this one.
Only this one.
Okay, see,
This is new project.
yeah, see, simple. When you go to Azure DevOps, you will be asked to sign up. Okay,
Right.
you will be asked to sign up. On the sign up only, it will ask you to create an organization.
Okay.
Okay, once an organization is created, you will be landed into this page, and you
Okay.
will be creating a project over there. Okay, since I have created this project, demo project, and it's a
Okay.
private project. Okay.
Okay.
Similarly, you can see this is my organization. You can create any other organization as well.
Okay.
Okay, so you can create other organization as well. And
Mhm.
inside the organization, you can have project. A button would be appear like this,
Right.
the right hand side. If you click
Okay.
on this, it will say like what is the project name.
Okay.
So like I'll say again demo project. Okay, now this demo project here we have a private. So
Okay.
always you will be opting for private only, always.
Mhm.
Okay, you're not going for public. Okay,
In
so private.
advance.
Now you go to the
Okay.
advanced button. Now here first thing we have to choose is version control.
Okay.
So
This
what I
one.
was explaining earlier was version control, the centralized version control and the distributed one. Now
Okay.
Git is the distributed one, and
Distributed.
team
Yes.
foundation version control is the centralized one.
Yes, right.
What is the difference between centralized and distributed? I just explained.
Yeah, I got it that way.
Okay,
Yeah.
so always go for Git.
Good.
Here.
Okay.
This
Got it.
TFVC is the old version.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the advanced one, Git. Then work item process. Now, when I say about work item process, means you can have a basic project, you can have an agile project, you can have a CMMI project, you can have a Scrum project. Okay, so you can depends on your organization what kind of project you need, what kind of workflow. These are nothing but the workflows. Okay, what kind of workflows you follow or you have to follow in your project, that is the one. Okay, so if
Mhm.
you choose for a basic, and create a project. Okay, so if we come here, see, in the basic you can see, so when you create a basic project, you will be having a epic. Now what is this epic? See, epic is nothing. Inside the epic, like it's a kind of project, main project, and inside the epic you have different features to be developed. Okay, so when I talk about epic, huh, can you see? It's a work item, or it can be a module, a whole module. Now, when I develop an application like Flipkart, okay, I can have different modules like product catalog. I can have member registrations. I can have payment. I can have order. I can have shipment.
Mhm.
Now, take any module as an epic. Say, take any module like payment module. So I've taken a payment module here in the epic. I created an epic as a work item over there. And inside the epic, we can have different features now. Now, what can be the features in the payment? Like it can be a credit card. How to accept the payment? Being a credit card, a debit card, a UPI. There are many, like nowadays in Flipkart Pay Later, Amazon Pay Later, all these things, okay,
Yeah.
they've introduced. So
Payment methods.
yes. Okay. So inside the Epic, you can have features. Epic is what? Nothing but the module. When you develop
Mm.
an application, you develop that application into different modules or small modules. Okay? So that is
Yeah.
a module. So starting with the Epic, you will develop different features, and inside those features, you will be having your user stories. Okay, user stories like task, test case, bug, issue, all these things. Like
Mhm.
as a customer, I will provide my 16 digit like user stories. What are the user stories? Like as a customer, I'll provide my 16-digit valid card number so that I can complete the payment process. Then what will be the task? Developing the presentation layer. Presentation layer means where you will be entering your card number and all. Okay.
UI.
Then web services, all these like web services you will be needing for that. Then writing the test cases for that. Then if there are any, you will create some user stories for bug fixes also. Like whenever you create, it will be tested. Then there may be some bug identified by the test. They will create a bug. Okay.
Mhm.
So a separate like these are all the user stories, task, test case, bug, issues, all these things. So this will be seen in your Azure boards. When we'll be moving as of now to the Azure board, we'll be seeing all this, how to create and do. Okay.
Mhm.
So all these things, this is an epic. Now let's go back there. Huh. So epic will be there. Inside the epic, there will be an issue, and inside the issue. So that's what I was explaining as of now is this one. Epic, inside the Epic you have a feature. Okay, so let's go here. Work item process, it can be agile, it can be basic, it can be CMMI, it can be Scrum. Now when we talk about all of these, we come to agile, there is an Epic. Now Epic, we just saw what is an Epic. Like it can be a module. Inside that you can have different features we have seen, like it's a payment page. So you will be developing different features like credit card, all these like debit cards, uh, UPIs and all. Okay, so that can be a feature. Inside the feature, you have different user stories now. And inside one user story, you have the task. Okay, so user story can be like what you have to do. Like you have developed like that that will a credit card of 16 digits should be accepted over there. That is the user stories. For that, you have created a task. You have to write something for that. Okay, that will be a task. Now, and what else in the user story? You can have a bug. If you find some bug, again you can create and these will be coming in the backlogs means
Mhm.
backlogs means nothing, just the work items what you are having in your
Backlog.
user stories. Like so inside your user story, you can have bug also, you can have task also. Okay, task is also inside the user story, bug is also inside the user story, all these things.
Mhm.
Then there may be some issues like bug fixes. So when you have a bug, you should have like one more like issue and bug tracking and bug fixes. So there you can create an issue. Okay, inside the user story only you can create an issue. Okay,
Mhm.
so these are all like first is epic, then feature, then user story. This is agile process. This is agile process. Okay, now
Mhm.
when I talk about the basic process, so in the basic process there is an epic, then there is an issue, there is a task. That's it. Okay, all the things, all the product backlog. So epic will be your module, and then inside the module you will be you will not divide into features and all. Okay, there will be an issue, and inside the issues you will be having that product backlog is there. Everything, even the bug, even the issues, even the task, everything you will have inside the issue. Okay, and inside the issue these number of tasks, whatever the issue is related to that, there will be a task. So that is a basic process. Now let's come to the scrum process. Now scrum process is somewhat like agile process only, but there's some difference. Like inside the epic you will be having a feature, and in the backlog you will be having an item here. Now here you are having a user story. In the scrum process you will be having an item. That's the difference. You didn't see any difference here, just the change of the user story and the backlog item, right?
Uh-huh.
Inside the
Yeah.
item you will be having a task, and configurable in the bugs you just having a bug and the task you can. And for issue tracking here
Different
is
things.
an impediment. Okay, here it was an issue, here it is an impediment. Okay, so that is the difference between scrum and then comes the CMMI. Okay,
Mhm.
so inside the CMMI there's still little difference, like epic is there, feature is there. Inside the feature, now what you were seeing here user story, what you were seeing here an item, what you will see here a requirement. What is the requirement? Okay, in the
Mhm.
backlog items, inside the requirement you will be having task. Similarly you will be having bugs, and then you have a task. Now for issues, change and risk management, like you will be having a kind of change request. Now if you want to perform some change, there is an issue, there is a bug, you have to perform some change. What then you have to do? You have to raise a change request. You have to raise a change request. Okay, in the change request there will be an issue, you will be work on that issue. Okay, and then there will be a reviewer, like review. So there will be a reviewer who will be reviewing this change, and then reviewing and processing ahead all those things like this.
Mhm.
So that is the change in the CMMI process here. Okay, got it? All four kinds of projects. So in the advanced section you can have work item process, how you want to do the work. Like in agile, if I talk about agile, so what I'll do here, I'll write it agile. I'll write it agile. Now I'll create it. I'll create a project.
Usually, which we choose, Abhishek, for example,
Scrum
we
and Agile.
Scrum and Agile.
Yeah, Scrum and Agile. Mostly Scrum. They are following Scrum.
Scrum, okay, okay,
Yeah. Okay. Agile also. Many times Agile also they are following.
okay.
Now, when we come here, see what are the things you see: boards, repos, pipelines, test plans, artifacts.
Mhm.
Okay. Wiki. What is wiki? Like first is overview. Overview you can see everything here. What is there? Like so then summary, then dashboard. So when we click on dashboard, as of now, it will show nothing in the dashboard. See,
Uh,
there's nothing.
Dick, I have one
You have
question.
to add a widget. Yeah, pardon?
Yeah. Dick, actually, when we follow the Scrum
Mm-hmm.
Agile methodology, so inside Agile methodology, we have follow the Scrum meeting and all.
Mm-hmm.
So, as per my understanding, both are like related with each other. Like,
Same, almost same only, almost same. See, you can see the Scrum one, almost same. Here, just they are saying a backlog as an item. Here, they are just saying the backlog as a user story. That's it.
so both are a different process.
Yeah, process are different. Like, see, so when you are working on any project, did you created any project by yourself?
Yes.
So what you choose while creating a project in DevOps?
DevOps, agile
You
process.
choose Agile, right?
Yes, yes.
So when you choose an Agile, there you will be finding in when you go to the boards side and when you create an epic and then the feature, then inside there you have an option to
Story.
create the user
Yeah,
story.
user story. Yes.
Inside the user story, you can create different tasks, right?
Task. Yes,
Yeah.
right.
So what you are saying that you are following Scrum only inside this Agile process only.
Mhm.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So see, Scrum is a different process in the project. Agile is different. You have to choose while creating. Either you can choose Scrum, either you can choose Agile.
Okay.
Okay. There is no difference. Just only this backlog item here. It is a user story. That's it.
Things are same in both.
Yeah. Yes. So this is the, you can see now if you will go into the boards, see new work item. Okay. Now can you see epic? You create an epic feature, issue, task, test case, user story.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you go back to the project Agile, what is that? Go to the organization, just check with any new project. Okay. So I'll create a demo project here.
Scrum.
Yeah. I'll be creating a basic first. Okay. Private.
Mhm.
In the advanced git only, I'll go for a basic as of now. First was agile, second was basic. Let's see the work items. What are there? Okay. Just for seeing the work items, later on I'll delete. Okay. So demo project, this is my basic project. Now, when I go to the boards, can you see the work item here? Epic
Yeah, only 3.
task. That's it. Very simple.
That's the basic. Yeah.
So creating an epic will be a priority everywhere. This will be for your module, whatever module you are working upon in the sprint. Okay, so that is an epic, and inside that you will have an issue and then the task. Okay, now let's go to the organization. Let's create the third one, like demo project and
Scrum.
Scrum. Yes, Scrum private advanced. Scrum is there.
So when you work in a project, how do you know if you have to do Scrum or Agile?
Depends on the organization. Like if you are like your management team or some like solution architect and all, they will decide what you can go with.
That's it.
Okay, your scrum master and solution architect, they will decide what to go with, and like depends on totally upon the project and how you have to keep the working. Maybe they have discussed with the your product owner, okay, about all these working process. See, if product owner wants that you should go by, you will be explaining, like not you but the solution architect will be explaining them the working of all these things.
Uh-huh.
Okay, according to that, the product owner will give an approval. Okay, you can go with this, you can go with scrum, you can go with agile. Okay, like
Depends on what they want. Yeah.
yeah, whatever your product owner will be wants, you can go ahead with that.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, so now here if I start with the work item, you can see again, now there was a bug in the agile process also, epic also, feature also. Now there was issue, here is impediment. Yeah, and there was that here it is item. Okay,
What's impediment?
pardon.
What's impediment?
Issues, nothing else.
Oh, issues. Okay.
Yeah, issues. Yeah, so that is impediment. Then product backlog item, there it was user stories in the agile.
Mhm.
Here it is a product backlog item. Okay, then task, test case, that's it. Okay, now let's see the last one also, CMMI. Okay, so new project, demo project CMMI private, this one, then the CMMI. Let's create this as well. So in the CMMI, if you go to the boards, okay, new work item, can you see now? Bug, change request, then
Yes.
epic, then feature, then issue. See, same logo for impediment and same logo for issue. Can you see that? That is,
Yeah.
yeah, issue is only impediment. That's equal to impediment only. Okay.
Mhm.
Then you can,
Requirement.
yeah, raise a requirement. Now review. Review means whatever you are having in the work items, it should be reviewed by someone. All those things like. Then what are the
Yeah.
risks involved? It will show you. Then task, test case, all these things. Change request. If you are changing something, you have to raise a change request. Okay. So
Mhm.
change request will be then reviewed and approved by someone. So this is a different workflow process in CMMI.
Mhm.
Okay. Rest all things you will be finding as same repos, pipelines, test artifacts, nothing. Only the work items and all. That's it. Okay. And this is here also like boards, backlogs, sprints, all these things. Okay. So I think Rohit was asking about the sprints, right? And all like Scrum.
Mhm.
So sprints, queries, delivery plans, analytics, views, all those things. Okay. What is Wiki?
S-
Anyone knows what is Wiki?
Knowledge base.
Yes. So it is just like when you have a project, if you want to keep some data or you can see some information, some documentation, you can keep it with Wiki. You can create Wiki pages here, different Wiki pages. In those you can create different pages for different projects. Okay. So as of now, we are in the project only. So you will create a Wiki page specific to this project only, like create a Wiki page. Say here there are name of all the pipelines, name of all the repos, name of, so whenever someone is coming to your project, he should know what pipelines are there, what repos are there. All these things you can keep in a wiki. If there are passwords for your pipeline, you can set passwords for your pipeline. All those things you can keep, all those things here in your wiki, so that whenever someone is coming, he's not knowing anything, like he can come to wiki and he can get a nice demo about the project in the wiki. Okay. So that is the CMMI project. So as of now, let's we'll be deleting these.
I'm sorry, I have one question. This wiki pages, can we share it? I mean, the link can be shared in the resume, etc.
Link.
Yeah.
So link, I think
I mean, if you just want to display your projects in social media like LinkedIn, etc., is it possible to share this wiki link over there?
no, this is a private
Okay.
project.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is a
Fine.
private project. But to delete this let's go back here.
You try to delete.
Yeah, I was just showing.
If you go to settings in the bottom,
Okay,
back
here.
organization setting.
Left side he's saying.
Left side under pipelines.
Parallel jobs or that settings.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah. There's a separate option for delete. Just
If we go to main page, let's go main page. On the main page,
main page where? Organization or
organization. Yeah, go down. See organization settings.
yeah.
And then,
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
because I had this issue, so I learned how. Go
Okay.
in the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delete project. Yeah. Let's delete this. Let's delete the basic one also.
You have select multiple select option also.
Yes. So in the organization settings, you can delete the project like this. Okay.
Mhm.
Now we have with this one only. Okay.
Mhm.
Private one where the process is basic. Okay, like this. Just checking. Will not go with basic. Just choose something. Delete this one as well. So let's have a demo project, and then we'll go with agile. Agile. Basic agile. Okay. Let's create this project. Okay. Now let's go back and delete this one, private one. Sorry. Now there is only one project. Now if you go inside this, so we have seen dashboards is there. As of now, there is nothing in the dashboard. You have to create a widget over there. Like different widgets you can create, and you can have a nice overview, like graphical overview or tabular overview of your project. Like in the, you can add a widget. You can have all those things now. So if I'd like to assign to me build history, burn down, burn up, chart,
Headshots.
test plans, chart for work items, code tile, cumulative flow diagram, you can have cycle time, deployment status. Okay, deployment status, embedded web page. So once we do like we push the code, we have a pipeline, then we'll see this board. Okay, as of
Yeah.
now we don't have anything to like. I will create a board. There is nothing then. Okay, so we'll see. We'll create wiki pages also. Let's come to the backlog items first. Like I have to explain all these things. So in the worklog items, what you have boards, you have backlogs, you have sprints, you have queries, you have delivery plans, you have analytic views. Now let's go on to the this one. You will create an epic here. So what you can do now, you can enter some title here for the epic, like module. Okay, you can have a module here. This is one module. Now inside the module you can create what different, like you can add some description to that module. Okay, discussion, description, add a description to the module, like
Mhm.
this can be a
Payment.
yeah, payments, like
Payment method.
like this. You can
Yeah.
save it. Now, as of now, what you can set priority as well here. You can have a one priority, like what lesser the number, more the priority. Okay, you can set it
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4. You can set it like this. If you do it 1, save it, then that is a more priority. Then risk, like risk you can set high, medium, low, like this. Then effort. Okay, so effort you can write like working hours and all, the effort section. Like, save it first. Then business values. Okay. Then time criticality, start date. You can give a start date. You can give a target date as well. Okay. You can give a start date for today. Like, and then you can have a target date after, you can say,
Target date means the definition of project, or
pardon?
target date. That means
Target date
the
means
different.
when you are having a module, you will be setting some time to develop that module, right?
Yeah.
Whatever it is, maybe it user stories or whatever it is, you will be having some time to develop that. So that is a target date. Means, say you have a target date to develop it someday, like 2 weeks after, right? So
Mhm.
like 31 is there, then you came at like 11 or 12, like this.
Mhm.
Okay, so means
Gotcha.
you have this much of time to work on this.
Right.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
There's a classification, value area, business, architectural, whatever it is, you can give it. Like,
Mhm.
then you can have relational work. You can add always existing item, new item. You can create a new item. You can have an existing item in the related work. So whatever like related to this epic, you can have this.
Mhm.
Okay, so you can have all these things here.
So it is look like a Jira service now, right?
Yes. This is Azure. This is completely provided by Azure, and there you have in the you can say enterprise tools. You can have like Jira and ServiceNow.
But there is no link between the Azure and the Jira service now, right? That is different.
Yeah, that is a enterprise ticketing tool. This
Yeah.
Azure board is a ticketing tool which is provided by Azure, inbuilt in Azure DevOps. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So if you want to work on Jira, you have to have a separate license for Jira. Like this.
Mm.
If you want to work on Jira, you have to go to Atlassian, right? Jira Atlassian.
Yeah.
Atlassian is the company which holds the, okay, Jira. You can start a free trial, pricing you can see. Okay, then you have to have a separate server for this. Okay, you have to keep a separate server. Then you have to have a connectivity with the Azure
Both the
DevOps.
features are the same.
Pardon?
Features are same, but both the features are the same. Both Azure and Jira features are same, but it is different. I mean, there is no connectivity between them.
Yes. Okay. So you have to create a connectivity between them. Then you can work. Okay. Like if you don't want to use Azure boards. Okay. So all these things. Now related work item.
Yeah.
You can always add a development item here. If you click on add, you can add a branch, project, branch, comment. Okay. You can save. So some project, some repository, some branch, some code will be, you can connect in the work items. So say if I want to work on some, like there is a user story and then there is a item, sorry, not item, there is a task. Now inside the task, I'll attach this, like add a link for the development. Now the developer have to work on it. Okay, I created the task and I want developer to work on it. So what I'll do, I'll create a link over here for that repository. Okay, you have to go there, you have to work on that branch. Okay, in that code, you have to work over there, right? So that you can have a nice view, and whenever it is completed with this, with some comments, you can always revert back. Okay, this is completed. This task is completed. Okay, so you can add a link over here. Then In the related item, you can add a link, like existing item can be there or new item. So you can create a new item over here. Like link type, you can have child, duplicate, parent, predecessor, related, successor, tested by, test, whatever you want. That is a child item, you can give like this. Work item can be a task, a bug, an epic, a feature, whatever you want. Okay, so inside epic, you will be having, say, some feature. Okay, you can give a title to that feature. Okay, you can give a title to that feature. So here we have seen that work item, inside that we have feature we can have credit card. So I can give a credit card here, credit card. See, save and close. Okay, so here credit card, I can create another one, new item here, child item, feature.
Debit card.
Yeah, debit card, like this. Okay, save and close. All this. So I have created 2 child items as of now related to this module, like payment page. Right, payment module. Save it. Will be more. Okay, so you can set the priority. You can associate different items. You can link different items. Okay. Now inside the credit card here, you can again create now parent module. You can see the parent epic is the parent here. Inside that you will have a feature. Now this is the feature 2. Can you see? This is a credit card. Now what you can link, again you can link a new item here, child item for this, and that child item can be task. You can have a task. Okay, so you can have a development task or you can give any title to that. Okay, work item or anything, development task, or you can create. Okay, develop, right? Okay, now this is a new task inside that. Inside what? Now parent is credit card here.
Yeah.
Okay, now here priority, you can set the priority for everything. Priority, activity. In the activity you can set what is it, deployment activity. Sorry, not the deployment, development activity. Okay, so effort hours, you can have the effort hours, your what are the effort hours. Okay, remaining, what is remaining, what time is remaining, completed, if it is completed you can give something and you can complete. So once you give complete, whatever you comment here as completed and save it, this task will be completed and it will be showing as complete over there in the board. Okay, so this is the task here. Save and close. So this is the payment module. So similarly, you can have another epic. Now, if I go to boards, can you see these boards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Analyze, yeah.
So you can always add a new item here. Okay. So even you can add from there, from the work items, you can add from the boards as well directly. Okay. So as of now, I'll not assign. I'll just write item 1 here. Item 1, as this is created. Okay. Now you can add it. You can add a task. You can add a bug. You can add a test. You can delete as well. Okay. As of now, it is unassigned. Why it is unassigned? Because there are no users to the project. There are no users to the project. So what I have to do? I can I can invite the users as well. Okay. Or if there are many users, what I can do, if there are many users, what I can do, I can integrate this to my Azure Active Directory, so that all the users which are in that group, they will be invited to Azure DevOps. They can access the Azure DevOps. They will be added here as a user. Okay. So as of now, you will be finding all these things unassigned. But when when we'll be working on that, you will find the users here. Like as of now, you can see one user only, right?
Yeah.
Because since I am the owner of this, so there is only one user. I can add different users over here. So I can create users. So where I can create in my Azure portal, I can go to the Microsoft Entra ID. I can users. What I can do, I can create a user, create new user. Okay, so like this, user one. Display name will be user Abhi1, like this. Password you can set yours whatever you want. Okay, so I don't want auto generated password. Okay. Review and create. Now here is one more user created with the default directory. Let's see. Showing to, as of now it will not show because I have to link it with my Azure Active Directory. So project configuration, team configuration, permission, teams. Okay. Demo Agile project. Direct members, add a member. I think it will not show as of now.
No.
It will not show until unless I have I'll be attaching it to my Azure Active Directory. Okay, so enable goals, team configurations.
You have to link it from the Azure portal.
Azure Active Directory. Okay. Just checking for the option. Dashboard service. Okay, wait. Let's go to the project side. Organization settings. Here, let's go to the users. There's one user. Can you see this Azure Active Directory?
You have to
In the
connect it.
organizational settings, when you go to the organization settings, you will find something like overview, project, users, billing, global notification, usage, extension, then Azure Active Directory. Once you click on the Azure Active Directory, it will show you like connect Azure Active Directory. Let me have some more users here. User one, user Abhi1, and let's create another user like user Abhi2. Display name will be user 2. Okay. I'll not give auto generated. I'll give review and create. I'll refresh it.
Yeah.
Let's create the last one also. One more. So 3 is the same. Copy it here. Review and create. I'm having 3 users here.
Yeah.
3 users. Let's go back to the settings. Connect to the Azure Active Directory. Connect to the directory. My default directory. Okay. Connect. Fail to connect to the default. Okay. Wait.
If I had to give permission,
Yeah. No, not GitHub. Application connection policies. SSH authentication permissions. Projects. Actually, what it was saying over here, fetching the directories, connect. Okay, let's do it. Connect, and then this one. Like what it was saying, user, this is a guest in the target Azure Active Directory tenant default directory. As a guest, okay. The current organization policy does not allow guest users to
yes.
access the organization. Change the policy setting to allow external guest access.
In that users and all, it was showing access level. The other one.
Wait. Policies, extensions, usage, billing.
Nothing in permissions.
We had users and group, right, Abhishek?
Pardon?
We had users and group, right? I mean, list of that. There, it was only there. It was showing something.
Wait, just a second. Actually, what happens like that Gmail, it takes me as a external identity, and this is my on Microsoft.com is from the Azure, like this identity provided by Microsoft Azure. So this will be considered as a global user. Now that was considered as a guest user. So that's why it is doing like that. Okay, so it will be a default directory. Now I'll create an organization. So I'll be having all the permissions as of now. Since this account, this one, gmail.com, it is considering it as external. Okay, that's why. And this external user will not be having those kind of permissions. Now, if I go to the policies as well, now it has changed. So now is let me create a here. I can create a project like demo project agile private advanced git agile create project. Huh. Now this is my project. And now we come inside the boards. We can have items. Okay, work item. We can now. So we were creating from the work items. You can create item from the directly from the boards also. We are seeing this. Okay, so like this payment module. Now just created this payment module. Can edit the title, add the task, add a bug, add a test. You can add a branch, move to iteration like backlog items. Okay, current iteration or iteration 2, 3. Okay, so you can have here now. Now I can link this. If I go to back to the project and I go to the organization settings here, I go to Azure Active Directory. Can you see now?
Yeah.
Already there is a directory. Now if you go to the users here, as of now one user, you can add the user here. Can you see all the users?
Yeah.
User Abhi 1, 2, 3. I can add the user 2. I can add the user 3 here. Now access level, you can give the access level, like it can be a basic, it can be a stakeholder, it can be a Visual Studio subscriber. Okay. Stakeholder is like like a guest only. Like if someone, some guest is there, or some, you can say, product owner is there, he want to see something like some project, or he want to see code or anything. You want to see pipelines and all. You can give always stakeholder. Okay. So, and then Visual Studio subscriber. What is this subscriber? So when you select for the subscriber license, Visual Studio subscriber means that person can have all those kinds of individual access. You can say where it was. That person can have all the services, whatever is there for the individual access he can use. If you go for a basic access level for basic, he can create repos, he can push all these things he can do. Okay. And add to project means demo project. You can select the project or you can add to all projects as well and send email to email invites to the users. Okay. You can select also, you can deselect also. Now, once you add this, where's the refresh button? Can you see all the users are added to the project now? Now,
Yeah.
if I go to the demo project here and I'll go to the boards here. Now, this is the item. Now I can assign that. So, I think it will take time. Demo project agile, project settings. Teams. So you have to add it to the project as well. So once added, you go back to the project, you go back to the boards. Here in the boards, payment module is there. It is not coming. It is not updating. Now can you see? Yeah. So I can assign it to the user here. So you can create an item without assigning, and later on you can assign. Okay. So payment module. This is a user story. Okay. Now inside the user story, you can add a task, you can add a bug, you can add a test. Okay.
Maybe this adding users, it is a little bit confusing. Can you repeat this?
Yeah, sure. So if any organizational user means a owner or a global, you can say administrator have created this Azure DevOps organization, then by default here you will find the Active Directory. Active Directory. If it is not there, you have to make a connection to the Active Directory. Okay. See, as of now, I switched back to my Azure member user, like on Microsoft.com. If I click here, you can see this, my email ID. Okay, on Microsoft.com. Earlier it was 30@gmail.com. So it was not giving those permissions to the identity provider Gmail to make the changes here. But as now my identity is the one which is provided by Azure, which is inside the Azure Microsoft Entra ID, already a member user. So now Azure gives me permission to make changes here in the Azure DevOps. Already there is a default directory which is already added now. And later on, what I can do, I can go to the users section and I can add the users. to my organization. So I can add all the users which I have in my Microsoft Entra ID. Can add all the users and later on I can give access to those users to my project, like whatever projects are there, like here. When I came to the demo project Agile, I came to the project settings, and there what I can do, I can add. So where, like if you go to the team section, demo project team, inside the team, you can add the users here. So you can have different teams working here, like different users, different teams. Okay. And inside a project, and then go to the team and directly you can add the users here. Got it? How to
So
add?
each user we have to search now, Abhishek. What exactly happens when you work in the organization? It is automatically connected, no?
Automatically connected to the organization, but
Users.
yeah, see what I have done, like you can give access to all the project at once from the organization settings, or you can give the access to single project. Since I have only added the users over there, I have not checked that box like access all projects. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to come to the project, and then I have to go to the project settings from here, and from there I have to go to the teams, and I have to add the users to the teams. Okay, this team, and then I can add. So once you click on add, you will search here, just click on search, all the Active Directory users will be displayed here. Okay, whatever the Active Directory users will be there, they will be displayed here.
We being this solution architect, all these things we should do, or anybody else will do all this things? I mean,
No,
creating users.
these will be done by DevOps engineer only. Since say DevOps portal is already always managed by DevOps engineer.
Okay.
Similarly, Azure portal is always managed by cloud administrator. Okay, cloud admin or system admin or what else. Okay, similarly, DevOps portal is always managed by the DevOps team. Okay, anyone from the DevOps team. So that DevOps team member will be responsible for adding a new member to the DevOps team. Okay, since who will create the user here? Cloud admin on the system admin, right? Means once he created the user as a member here, and he will be adding that to the group. Now, already if there is a group created here, okay, and that group is having some Azure DevOps access or something like that, already you don't have to add it to the this organization settings. They will already be added there. But if they are not there, you have to first go to the organization settings. There you have to invite those users, like say 3 people are joining, so you have to add those 3 people. Okay, and since the Active Directory is already connected, when you go to the search item, it will already display all the users. You have to just search with the name, that's it, and you have to add or save. So once done, they will be added to your organization. Now, whatever, say I'm joining to this company, and here I have assigned some project. There are say 12 projects. Out of 12 projects, I have assigned to 3 projects to be worked on 3 projects. Now, those 3 projects I'll be going one by one, and I'll be adding those users.
Project specific, okay, but
No one wants to access, like say I'm added to one project like demo project Agile. Now no one will be wanting that I should have access to all the projects, right?
right.
Yeah. So as a user, I will not be having access to all the projects, only the limited projects only, which I am working upon. That's it. So you have to go one by one. So they never enable like that. Okay, the user is added and any user can access the whole organization as of now.
The main thing here is like getting the user list, right? Once we get the user list, it can
Yeah,
be
you can get it directly. Like since your or this DevOps portal is connected to the Active Directory, you will get it directly. Okay. See here in the users, when you click on add users in the organization, just click on search, you will get all the users. It will take some time to upload, but it will display all the users what are there in the Azure Active Directory.
Now, for example, can you add one of our, the team members? You created this, no? You said invite something.
This one?
No, from one of our this thing, like you said, you can invite, right?
Invite. I have to invite here first.
Okay.
Yeah, then I can add you here.
Okay, invite external user.
Okay. So once, since this is an Active Directory connection, so you have to add to the organization first, and where you will add in the default directory, in the Entra ID. Once added to the Entra ID, then you can, we can add you up here in the organization settings. Got it?
Yeah, take it.
Yeah. Now, if I give you this, user, you can access this Azure DevOps using this user.
Okay.
Yeah. So as of now, you can see last accessed never.
They did not log in.
Yeah, they did not log in. Okay. So as of now, we just created, we are adding the users. That's why they did not log in. Okay. So as soon as you go, you open a new incognito window, you open dev.azure.com. There you can give this user Abhi1, and then you can log in with the password. Copy this, go to the incognito window, dev.azure.com. This one, go to next, enter password. Sign in. So one time it will ask me to change my passwords. And then you can give new password. And sign in. Ask later. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Your name, user one, Abhi, India, continue. Can you see demo project? I directly landed on this page because I don't have any other project to be accessed.
Mhm.
Okay, so I directly landed on this page. I can come here, I can go to the boards. See in the work items, if you will see here in the work item, see already payment module is there and assigned
just
to me. Assigned to me. Okay,
Yeah.
I can create a new work item. I can create an uppick here and I can assign it to someone else.
Mhm.
Okay, so as a user, I can do anything. I can create an epic, I can create a work item, I can create an issue, I can create a bug, I can do anything.
You can assign also, right?
I can assign also. So see, I'll say cart, product cart, I can say like product cart. Then I'll assign to, let's save it first.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Or you have to type it.
The other one, I mean,
Pardon?
Abhi user one or something, user Abhi one, forgot user Abhi one.
Those other users.
You can assign to anyone.
Oh no, I was see the thing is like in the background, if you do it, administrator, all these things will be automatically mapped.
No, like yeah, you can say that because that person already created this, right?
That link.
But as a user also you can assign. You have all the basic facilities you can assign. You can create any work item. You can do anything.
Mhm.
Particular screen, I worked already, Abhishek. The administrator part was little, I did not, how to map with user thing is the
Ah.
main catch here.
Okay. Now you have seen how to add users and all from the Active Directory and all.
Yeah, basically that Active Directory you're mapping, right?
Yes.
The user which had all that bigger one which you were using, right? Administrator user. That is, how did you get that? After creating this,
Oh, by default, when you create this portal,
okay,
by default you are having you are yourself are the this by default the member user will be created as a on Microsoft.com. And
okay, this is created by,
Azure considers this as a global administrator. Azure does not consider Abhishek Tiwari 30@gmail.com as a global user.
yeah, for this account, this is a global administrator.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay. So whatever you want to do it, like I want to delete any directory, I cannot delete with 30@gmail.com. I have
okay.
to log in with this and then I can delete.
That is only username and password, whatever you give, but this is user identity. That is what you are trying to tell,
Yes,
right?
since Azure trusts its own identity,
Right.
does not
Unique.
trust from the outside identity. That's why.
Right. Hmm.
Yes. So that's
Unique
why they have
global.
given this user as, if you go to the assigned roles,
Mhm.
can you see?
Global administrator.
Can you see any other user with 30@gmail.com?
Mhm.
No.
Right.
Okay. So there is only one user and that is what the provided by Azure. And whenever you will log into this as a free account or as a paid account,
Okay.
default, by default, this user will be created. You don't have to create this.
Yeah, it is taking your email ID and end of that domain, it is adding
Yes.
Microsoft.com or something.
Yes. Like this is a gmail.com, it is saying
Mhm.
on Microsoft.com.
Right, right.
I can use Outlook also with this.
Right, I guess. Yes.
By default, there will be Outlook account with this.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So what are the user you have created in the Azure DevOps that will be interlinked with the Azure Directory, right?
Yes. Okay. So this is Microsoft Entra ID. Here you can use any kind of any number of users over here, whatever you want. So this is nothing but say user Abhi1 joined my organization today. User Abhi2 joined my organization today. So I have added them in the Microsoft Entra ID, that is Azure Active Directory.
Azure Directory, yes.
Yes, as a member because they joined my organization. And
Right.
once they are added here, I can also add them over here in the organization settings.
Similarly, we can add in the Azure portal as well, so that we can able to the same entity will be displayed here, right?
Yes. Since Azure DevOps is nothing else, but it's just in service of Azure only. Can you see Azure DevOps organization? So whatever you will be adding here in the Active Directory, you can add the users there in the portal also. Only the difference is that for Azure DevOps organization, they have a different tab, different portal. That's it. Okay. Now, if you will refresh this, like last access here, it is showing it never. Now you refresh this.
This will log in.
Can you see? Last access now it is showing because I'm already logged in here.
Mhm.
Okay. So you can save. You can link any item here. Priority 2 is product card. Priority 1 is payment card. Okay, like this. So you can create like this. Okay. Now, if I want, I can invite that Gmail user to my Active Directory 30@gmail, and I can add that Gmail user here also. Okay, so this is my organization settings. We'll see some more things tomorrow as a part of boards first. Okay, so demo project, boards, payment module. Now this was created as a user story. It should be created as an epic. Okay, payment module, product card. Second, it is
You can edit, I guess.
payment module. I have to keep this item as a epic
That you can see.
user story. No. I think I cannot change this to create a new one then. Okay, so these things, whatever you will create, you will see all here. Okay, you can also import work items. So maybe you are having a CSV file with you, and from that CSV file you can import all the work items. You can download from some other organization. You can download as a CSV file or an Excel file or whatever. See, can you see export to CSV?
Yeah.
So you can export as a CSV, and then at other project you can import as a CSV file. So whatever you will import as an item, you will see all the items here in the boards, work items. Right, filter view options. Okay. There is an option to export as well. Column options, yeah. Okay, column options means whatever you are seeing here, ID, title, assigned to, state, you can change from here. If you want to delete any, you can remove. You will delete the ID will be removed from here. Okay.
Delete or rename.
Pardon?
You can delete or rename.
Yes. Okay. So that's it for today. Our class is 9:45. Tomorrow we'll see. Okay. More options. Then tomorrow we'll be creating a project also from the very basic, and then we'll be implementing all those things into Azure repos and creating the Azure pipelines. Like there will be more classes coming. So it will take like 4 or 5 class to implement project and then going to the repo and all those things. Once I'll explain you all these things like work items, boards, backlogs, sprints, queries, all those things, repos, pipelines, test plan. Okay, with single project. Then there are labs. So there are multiple labs like lab number 4, 5, 7. Okay. Once you are introduced to each and everything in Azure DevOps, we'll see all the labs then. Okay. So
Then this
one or
sorry, Abhishek. Then this connectivity user, all these things will be clear, no? Once you complete the 3-4 classes, what you're saying?
yes. In the 3-4 classes, I'll be explaining these options. What are these options? All the options. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So as of now, we started with work item. We'll be seeing boards tomorrow. Okay. Backlogs. Like in the boards, you can create items, and you can like
Move that to that.
Move it.
yeah, you can keep
Push
it
it.
active, resolved, closed, all these things. Okay, so if you see here, I've written somewhere what is the difference. Can you see like this?
Yeah,
You
this
can
one.
do. So in the basic, there is to do, then
Yeah.
doing, then done. In the agile, new, active, resolved, closed. So since we are in the agile, you can see like this.
Right.
Okay. Then in the Scrum, new, develop, code review, build, test, done. In the
Okay.
CMMI, proposed, active, resolved, closed. Like this you will find. Okay, in the dashboard. These are all the dashboards. Okay. So different project processes have different dashboards. This is for agile, new, active, resolved, closed.
So the user thing which you have shown, because I worked with this kind of thing which already done in background, I know this user type, but the background only little bit, to understand more.
Okay.
Because we will create and team will be using, no? So that's the thing. Can we
What you
do
will create?
like which you have shown, Abhishek? Like all these things are when once user logs in, is this user login or administrator? Administrator, I guess.
Yeah, this is administrator. User login I just closed. Okay.
No, that's okay. That is what user login is already created by admin. We'll be using, right?
Yes.
Like only we'll have
Yes.
access to create a new
Since
item or assign
if you are
something or
working as
close.
a DevOps user, you just want to do one thing. Okay. You just go to the
Right.
organization, just to the organization settings, go to the user. Whatever new user are added to the organization, that will be added to the Azure directory by cloud administrator.
Directly.
You don't have to worry about that. Once it is added, you will
Right.
find it here directly. You don't have to do anything. Just click on add users, you will find that user, whatever the user will be added into the Active Directory.
Right.
Once you,
This is completely at company level, right? So
yes,
once new user is joining, he'll be created with
yeah,
his account details and all.
yes, you can invite that to the organization,
Okay.
and then later on you whatever project he is assigned to, you can go to that project, that specific project, go to the project settings, go to the teams, and whatever team he is working on,
Right.
whatever team means development team, testing team, it will be like that. So he's a
Right.
developer, go to the development team, add him as a developer.
Okay.
Okay, if he's on the testing team, there will be a testing team, you can add him as a to the testing team.
Okay.
Okay, like this.
Based on that user like group and whatever is required, he should be added to that certain group
Yes,
mostly, right?
correct.
Combination of it.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it for today. We'll be seeing more things tomorrow.